Hello, good evening. My name is Billy Blaine.
And I'm Tommy Merriweather.
And we are Men on Books.
We like to talk about books from the male point of view.
And we have a hot stud muffin friend of ours from Chicago who recommended all these books to us to read. And we promised him by his 40th birthday that we would have them done. And so our very first book this evening that we want to report on is War and Peace.
Hated it.
Hated this book.
Too heavy, too big, too difficult to read in bed.
And it was full of commie brewskis, and I thought it was a book called Whores and Peas, which reminded us of an old friend of ours who used to do some amazing tricks with vegetables. So for War and Peace, hated it. The next book on our list that our dear friend recommended was The Holy Babel. Now, some people call this the Holy Bible. We think it's more Babel than Bible. And it comes in two parts, the old part and the new part. Now, the old part, some people don't think that it's quite right, so we went to the original source of the Old Testament. And we read about the book of Leviticus. Loved it. Now, in the book of Leviticus, it says, when a man lays with a man, he should be stoned.
Not only stoned, but he should have a cocktail and a quaalude.
We think that's the best way to lay with a man. So for the book of Leviticus, we give it 2 snaps up. And then in the new part of the book, which is called the New Testament, there is a hot, hunky man who's the main character.
It's all about the struggle of this man who doesn't really wear many clothes to be with his 12 male friends, bonding and drinking and eating, but it doesn't end well.
And you never see this hot, hunky man with the woman except one in the entire book. So he's also the kind of guy that you would want to invite to any party, because if you run out of booze, he can turn water into wine. The other character that we loved in the book?
Lazarus.
Lazarus was raised from the dead by our hot, hunky friend Jesus, or Jesus, as some people call him, south of the border, maybe where you're listening to this.
And he reminds us of a friend in Pipa, where whenever you went to his house before noon,
it was like raising him from the dead. And so we promised our dear friend that we would read all these books by his 40th birthday, but we really didn't get to it. We hope by his 50th birthday. And until then, we want to wish him all the love in the world. Happy birthday, Lazarus. You get 4 snaps up.